Hey everybody, Lady Cheryl here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I hope you like the video and subscribe to my channel. Today is Sunday. It's early in the morning. It's not even 6:15. I'm out here watering, and I want you to see how fast these okra seedlings germinated. They germinated, I think it's been 3 days. Might have been 2. I'll pop the exact dates in here. And over here, I put 2 seeds over here. Only 1 germinated so far. You can even see the little seed right here on top of there. And so, yeah, we got good germination rate. I'm waiting for one more over here, but I don't care if it doesn't germinate because the seeds are old. I'll just transplant one of these, probably this one right here. If it doesn't germinate, I think it will. Now, look over here on the same day. I sowed some rainbow Swiss chard. Looking good. Looking good over there. And remember, I have like a tent-like structure up under here with 40% shade cloth. So don't be concerned that it's going to get too hot. I've got fans and I've got shade. So all will be well. I am still watering. Just want to show you, here are my Blue Lake 274 bush beans. These plants are only supposed to grow about 2 feet. So they're going to grow a little bit taller. But this is what I want to show you. Bam. Look at those flowers. They're not supposed to flower when it's 99 degrees, but they are because they are covered with shade and solar fans when it gets over 95 degrees. And over here, I want to show you the strike beans are doing real well. Let me pull back because I'm sitting down. And look at this okra. It ain't even 2 weeks old, guys. It will germinate fast and grow very fast. So now we've got this okra here, and we've got I just watered it so they're a little limp, the strike bush beans, but they're gonna grow up real tall and shade the bush beans. Companion planting, bush beans with okra. It works every time, even in extreme temperatures. Something else that you can grow in extreme heat is dwarf tomatoes. I have dwarf cherry tomatoes here. They're called Tiny Tim. Now, companion planting them with onions and basil, and you can see one marigold right over there. I started those seeds 2 weeks ago. So don't think it's over because it's hot. You still can grow a lot. In this container on the patio where I'm growing zinnias, and I had also removed all the onions out of this bed. In this pot, you can see where the begonias are. I started some seeds. I just throw them in there. Look, guys, look right here. It's still some of these seeds. I'm gonna put these all around in this pot as well as the seedlings because the marigolds can take a lot of heat. But if it gets too hot and I need to shade this area, it's easy to roll this little container because it has wheels. Isn't this cute? Look at this. Well, I just obviously deadheaded the marigold and just threw it in this container. It started germinating. So I'm going to carefully take these apart and transplant them. And then I will sprinkle these seeds right here. Okay, I'm continuing with my daily vlog. It's Monday morning. This is my okra and bush bean row close to the patio. And I just got some tomato plants here, but I'm going to move this container and put another 5-gallon container for okra. And you can see that they're all doing well. You know what I decided, guys? I'm going to grow 2 as an experiment. I like to push the envelope. And since I'm starting this second round a little bit later, then I'm going to let 2 grow and see what happens. But this is the good news. We're now getting more okra pods a day. I got to go get my scissors. So you can see I've got 2 right there and 3 more growing over here. And I can harvest 2 over here. And they'll just keep getting better and better. So let's see if we can cut this one off. This one. There we go. 2 nice pods right here to add. And we'll just take them over here and add them to our collection for the day. Nice and soft. Nice. Look real close where my finger is going to point to. That is a frog enjoying his watering this morning. I don't get afraid of frogs. I know they eat insects, mostly non-beneficial insects. So, yeah, don't get freaked out over frogs. They're your friends, actually. They're friends to your garden. Now watch me just spray a little water and it's gonna jump. I'm gonna try to do this with my left hand. Okay, he's holding on. Oh, he left. Okay, he's holding on for dear life. But he's enjoying where that moisture is gonna come every morning. In my last video, Brian installed this 7-foot post. It's a galvanized post I get from Tractor Supply. And I just want to share with you that I needed to raise this area so that the Texas star hibiscus could start blooming. And let me show you what it looks like when it's getting ready to bloom. You see right there? That's getting ready to open up, guys. And I saw another one. Here's 2 right here. Let me back up so you can see it better. So that's why I made preparations for the shade cloth to accommodate it. I didn't show you that in the last video. Remember, I'll be 71 years old in a few days and I can't remember everything. Forgive me. But when I realized that I didn't show something, I try to make sure that I show it in the next video. Hey guys, it is Tuesday, continuing with my daily vlog. I'm getting ready to go to the doctor, have some breakfast, but it's not even 6:15. But I'm out here putting a little water on the seedlings that are young so they don't dry out because it's supposed to be hot today. I am so glad I decided to water a little bit before I go because I have 2 doctor's appointments, so I won't be back until it's going to be real hot when I get back. But I see right here that the marigolds are trying to come up, and you can see the okra looks good. And so I just moistened everything. And you can see a difference from the previous day. Last week I made a short video comparing store-bought apples and little oranges. And I failed to show you some of the satsumas that I previously grew. And when I was looking through for some pictures for this video, I came across a picture and I thought I'd just share with you. Guys, we can grow food just as good as, and even better than what we buy in the grocery store. It's the next day and I'm out here watering everything. As you can see, the sun is not even up yet. I think it's about 6:15. That's the time I usually come out. And I'm giving everything a really good deep watering. Then I'll go closer and individually water the pots. And I have these trellises that I showed you in my last video. I just put them there temporarily. That's not where they're going to go. I'm sitting out here watering and I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put them. And I think that's the next thing I'm going to do today. Okay, guys, we have the trellises temporarily over there. And you can see we moved them. And Brian is connecting 2 on this corner of this galvanized bed. And you can see all the soil in it. I'm preparing the bed for the summer and fall. And we'll show you what we add into the bed after we do this. Now, Brian is making an end cap there. And he's just putting the screws in. Brian, can you wave to the people?
Hello, guys.
No, stand up.
Hello.
Talk. How much are you charging me to install these 2 trellises over here, Brian? You think what?
$30 per trellis.
How much?
$30 per trellis.
$30 per trellis. It'll go to his college fund, guys. And then he's gonna put 2 right over here, and you can see he put 4 in a row right in here where I'll grow future vining plants. You know, you can grow more vertically. In the next video, I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna grow this summer right here and over here in my bed that I have a lot of sweet and hot peppers in. If you guys think you know, guess. Let me know in the comments. Now that Brian has the trellis secure inside of this 8-foot galvanized bed, he's mixing a potting mix by Miracle Grow and also Black Cow. I know people have been having problems with Black Cow. I haven't had any issues with it. I think it has something to do wherever it was aged. And I have some worm castings, and we're going to put that in there too. These were the pepper plants I planted in March that I grew from seeds up in my room. And you can see it's peppers all over these bad boys. The tomatoes were right here in the front. This is a wide bed. So now they're taking off and growing like crazy since I removed the tomato plants. We're gonna have some nice peppers. So there is 1, 2, 3 pepper plants in this bed, and then basil. And of course, you know, I got garlic all over the place. But I'm gonna have to move very carefully the soil and evenly distribute it over here. And we're gonna do the same thing to the other bed, but I'm not gonna waste your time sharing it with you. I will come back in the next video. I wanna know if you guess what I'm gonna grow in here next. Okay, Brian, now that you have the soil all in there, I want you to move that tomato plant back up close. Make sure you don't tear the branches up.
Big Mama, I've been doing this for years. I'm an expert at this.
You an expert?
Yeah.
Okay, I love your confidence. But can you take that shade cloth and cover up the tomato plants?
I've been doing this for a decade.
Decades? How old are you, Brian?
A decade.
How many years in a decade?
10.
Yeah, get out of here. So, Brian, what did you just harvest?
Cucumbers.
Are you tired?
Yes.
Okay, so
what
is my total charge for today?
$249.
Okay, you'll get $24 added to your garbage fund, 10%. Thank you all so much for watching my video. You know that I love you and God loves you too. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. Bye now.